Now, if you are not aware of what's happening right now on Google, let me fill you guys in. Right now, Google and YouTube, they're actually getting ass fucked by companies and brands that choose to advertise via the Google/YouTube platform. In fact, YouTube has lost millions in advertising money as companies, major brands, are actually pulling out and suspending their advertising on the platform. This all started in the UK when the UK government decided to pull all their ads because these major brands actually found that their brand was actually appearing next to videos promoting extremist views or hate speech, with a cut of the advertising spend going to the creators. Now, YouTube, they don't really have a way to control this very well. Not yet. And that's because YouTube's such a big company that I feel that they've gotten too big for their own good. We're talking about over 400 hours of content being uploaded on YouTube every single minute. How do they monitor that? Well, that's something that they're going to have to find out. Otherwise, they're going to continue to lose advertisers. The UK started, and now companies here in the United States have actually decided to follow in the footsteps of their UK companies and actually start suspending some of their ads because they find that, hey, why should I be promoting a YouTuber or a YouTube video that's promoting extremist views or hate content? And by the way, if you don't realize how serious this is, let me inform you about which brands and companies have actually already suspended their ads from YouTube. Many UK brands have already pulled their ads from YouTube, and in the US, the telecom companies AT&T and Verizon have done it, as well as pharmaceutical company GSK, Pepsi, Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, car rental companies, Starbucks, Volkswagen, and several other companies have pulled their ads from YouTube. Verizon's ads were featured alongside videos made by Egyptian cleric Wagdid Genoim. I don't know how to say these names, and really, I don't give a shit, who was banned from the US over extremism. And the hate preacher Hanif Qureshi, again, I might say that wrong, don't give a shit, whose preachings were said to have inspired the murder of a politician in Pakistan. Now, a spokesperson from AT&T said the following: "We are deeply concerned that our ads may have appeared alongside YouTube content promoting terrorism and hate. Until Google can ensure that this won't happen again, we are removing our ads from Google's non-search platforms." Now, Google has actually publicly apologized for this, and they said that they pledge to give brands more control over where their ads appear. Now, a researcher at think tank Demos said the following: "This is a turning point for YouTube. For the first time, it's dealing not only with the reputation damage, but revenue damage. Most brands don't know exactly where their online advertising is running. Black box machines are now largely responsible for the placement of ads online, using complex trading systems that try to get the right message in front of the right person at the right time for the cheapest possible price. This process is called programmatic advertising. When an ad appears against a piece of content, it's not always clear whether it's been shown based on a person's previous browsing behavior, interest, or demographic data, or because the brand is affiliated with a particular content creator, such as a YouTube star. There has always been good placement of ads and bad placements of ads, and media buying companies have always prided themselves on trying to get the context right. Charlie Crow, chairman of the media and marketing publishing C-Squared, said the following as well: "The difference in the online world is that it's all done by an algorithm. The human element is taken out of the equation, so there are problems." So ladies and gentlemen, this poses as a great threat to YouTube overall. If YouTube is not getting the major brands to advertise on their platform, then they are going to lose money, and therefore YouTube will not be able to stand on its own. But before this happens, before YouTube decides to close the doors, they most likely will have other alternatives on how to save this company, because YouTube's a company. And what they most likely would do, who knows, is, hey, if they can't get the right ads on the right content, well, then they might have to start becoming a subscription-based service. YouTube Red, that might be their next step. But would that work? I don't think so. I don't think that many people are willing to pay for YouTube. And that's because YouTube has already been free for so long, and people are used to that. So I don't think that that would be successful for them. Another idea that they can do is actually limit who gets advertisement on their videos. And by that I mean, they can start verifying YouTubers, like specific YouTubers, as content creators who are advertiser friendly. Therefore, they know that that channel is okay. We don't have to worry about them. They've never done anything too extreme, so that's it. What does that mean? That means that some of these smaller channels, that monetization might be cut off. It used to be like that way back, and that's when YouTube had a lot of control over where ads were placed. Brand new channels were not eligible for monetization. That was something that had to take time for you to be able to actually put ads on your videos. I remember you actually had to be invited by Google to be able to place ads on your videos. Otherwise, it wouldn't work, and you couldn't apply for it. You had to wait till they send you that invite. So they might be going back to that, where small channels won't be eligible for monetization. That's one thing that they may do or could possibly do. You never know. YouTube already provides brand safety controls for advertisers, allowing them to pick what types of videos they are happy to be associated with based on keywords. The platform also advises creators about the types of videos not considered advertiser friendly, including content that's sexually suggestive, violent, or dealing with controversial subject matters. As a matter of fact, 2 out of those 3 things they pointed out, prank invasion. That's it. He recently uploaded something called Kissing Prank Muslim Edition. Not only is that sexually suggestive, but it's also a controversial subject matter. That's 2 things out of the 3 that they say they don't like. So channels like Prank Invasions are somewhat responsible for this problem. But I'm not going to go into the details of that because that's just ridiculous. And we already know that Prank Invasions channel is complete, utterly shit. Utterly. However, with 400 hours of video uploaded to the platform each minute, it's a challenge to keep this content completely quarantined from paying customers. Google's chief business officer said the following: "While we recognize that no system will be 100% perfect, we believe these major steps will further safeguard our advertiser brands." And what are these steps exactly? Well, they've actually said that they will give more control to the advertisers to where their ads will be placed. What does that mean? Does this mean that they will be picking specific YouTubers? Now, is it really the company's fault? I don't blame them. I mean, why would you want to advertise your company next to an extremist video? I wouldn't want that either. There's a lot of talks about solutions for this and how YouTube can fix it. I've talked about a couple of which I think maybe could possibly work. I mean, I don't know. I'm not one of those experts, so that's why I'm not the right person for this. However, I do hear some talk about YouTube Hero program being something that can work. I don't think that that will, because the YouTube Hero program gives too much power to the viewers. And you know what? 90% of the people online are fucking trolls. You know it, and I know it. And I don't think that they would do a good job actually moderating which content is inappropriate and which ones are not. Because I believe that they will be using that power to do other things, basically take down any video that they don't like personally. And it has nothing to do with how advertising friendly it is or not. So that's one thing that I don't think would work. But whatever they do, I really hope that they end up figuring this out, because if more companies start to pull, if this shit becomes bigger than what it is already, then YouTube will be left with almost no advertisers, and they will be left to do whatever they can to figure this out. And who knows what that's gonna be. That will be very scary. And also think about the amount of companies that are still advertising on YouTube. It's a smaller amount because a lot of money has been taken out. So therefore, a lot of ads and companies are out of the game. Now we have a smaller group of ads. Those ads have to be shared with everyone. Now, either it's going to be spread out very thinly and everyone's going to get paid a lot less, or they're going to actually put these ads to the people they think matter the most. The bigger YouTubers that get the most views, those are the people who most likely will get all the top ads, and the smaller channels, like I said, will either not get any ads or they will get shitty ads, if any. So what do you guys think about this whole topic? Put your thoughts in the comment section below. In my podcast that I do with Yo Rex, we actually were talking about this last week, so check it out. You could click on the eye right there. Should be right there. And that will take you to the channel. Subscribe if you like it. Make sure to click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being part of the weirdest family on YouTube. Cue the end card.
This is, I want this to succeed. I want this to keep going. I'm going to make a video about this.
There's a video of her getting her ass whooped? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like this other girl met up with her and she whooped her ass.
It really bad, or was it like a whack?
Nah, like she whooped her ass, but not like to the point where you need to go to the hospital. But this like badass girl talking shit to everybody. Oh, I'll swing on anybody gets her ass beat on camera. Like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but another girl her age. It wasn't like a grown woman fighting her. It was a girl her age that they met up.
Alright guys, make sure to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't done so already, click right there to check out the previous episode of Weirdest News.